Hi, and thank you for joining for a very special rendition of Tech Bites. This is the season of caring, and this is all about everything Veeam's done through the year, some of the things that we've done personally. And before I get into introductions, I'd like to call out, I know we always say where we are currently, and we light up the map with wherever we currently are. But this time, I would like to hear from everywhere where you're from. Where is your family? What do you consider home? And we're going to light up the map showing where globally we have this effect. Now, I have the pleasure of being joined by April. She's one of our site managers. April, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm April Myers. I work at the Columbus office. I am a site manager as well as one of the cultural ambassadors. Um, yeah, I've been here for almost 3 years already.
So, this is the first time we've had you on our stream. What is it that you do around the office for us?
Uh, well, obviously manage, but a lot of it is just the culture, keeping up with like making things fun and of course supplying our snacks and beverages that we need to get through the day, but just making it
Absolutely.
fun as best as I can.
And there's a huge tree in your front office. Did you do all the decorations yourself?
Yes. Yep. Took about half a
Awesome.
day, but it's worth it.
And you have a side role. What's your side role that you have with us?
As I kind of touched base of, I'm a cultural ambassador here at the Columbus office, and a lot of that is kind of stems through what I currently do of managing, but I primarily hold events, charity events, all sorts of stuff.
So we have several site ambassadors all around the world to try to engage and create community more
Yeah.
locally. So what made you want to take this role on to begin with?
I just love making the office fun and seeing the smiles on everyone's face and just being here and just making changes as best as I can.
And the Christmas party was, in fact, all your creation?
Yeah, it was my creation. We did a winter wonderland on Friday, and it was awesome that you were there as well, Corinne.
So, out of all the things that you've gotten to be a part of this
Yeah.
year and do this year, what would you say that you are the most proud of?
Um, I would have to say the project that we did for Convoy of Hope for Maui. We put together a lot of hygiene kits that went over to Maui after the fires.
It's a lot, and you actually sent out emails, and you got a lot of people in the office to help you build those kits as well.
Yeah, we had about 20 people that came in, and we did about 125 hygiene kits. So it was a lot.
It's a lot. I can't imagine trying to embrace a local culture plus making sure that we're being engaged in all of these different charities. I know we've done several throughout the year. What are some of the ones that we've highlighted from our office other than, the boxes we sent?
Sure. We currently are doing Toys for Tots. One of the other ones that we're doing is actually tomorrow. We're getting a lot of Veeam employees together to go to Warm, which is the local resource ministry, to basically box a lot of food and hopefully those get out to those in need on Christmas.
So this entire stream is really about making sure we're staying away from the technical stuff and being more fluffy
Yeah.
and fun. I want to hear everyone in chat, if you can, some of the things that you've gotten to do this year that recharged your engine, made you feel good, or things that you want to share about what your company or you yourself personally have done. And if we have any good stories, we'll read them out live here on the stream with us. So, April, do you have any holiday plans?
Uh, Mostly just spending with family and staying local at the moment. We kind of just do a brunch on Christmas Day. Well, actually, it's Christmas Eve that we do a brunch. How about you?
Holiday traditions are always fun. I always spend with local family. The night before, and we all get together the next morning and we make breakfast. We
Oh,
make eggs and we actually fry our eggs in the bacon. It's this huge tradition, and then make gravy out of everything that's left over. And we sit down before we go meet the larger part of the family
yeah.
and open, of course, presents and stuff like that. But it's become something I look forward to every year.
Oh.
Now, something else that we as a company got to be a part of this year was Empower Her VMCE. This was something that we announced at Veeam, where we took 150 women in IT, submitted, and we gave them the VMCE training. We had two locations around the world, one in Atlanta and one in Bucharest, where they had the option to even come in person, where we help sponsor and have live training. Now, this is incredible, and it's kind of funny. I learned more recently where we got this 150 number from. Is we went through and seen how many women had taken the VMCE in the years past, like the previous year. And we just said, can we double it? So now we are officially doubling the amount of women in the workforce doing this. And I had the absolute pleasure of participating in the one that we had here in Atlanta, where we included a roundtable. The roundtable had Danny Allen as well as a bunch of other executives, personalized training from Chris. I do have to give a shout out to Chris as well. Chris donates his time on Fridays in order to run VMCE sessions for getting together in collaboration in the community. These are some of the pictures from the events, and I know we have a video that's being queued up here from some of the takeouts from this event. And this again was in the Atlanta office. We had several women that we got to be very personal with later this year. We're going, or towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, we're hoping to have some of the testimonials that have come out and presented from how this has been encouraging and beneficial, as well as some advice each of these women have to the community, how you can better your career. It was very overwhelming to see how they were going to take this back with them or the experiences that they had to overcome. And I'm hoping this will help other women out there in a mentor way to, it's okay, you're not the only one. And well, we have Veeam Cares. Now, April, you do a lot with our Veeam Cares
Mhm.
side as well. In fact, our entire Veeam Cares advocacy group, I asked, hey, I would like to have someone on my stream with me, and they put your name up first. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Veeam Cares?
Veeam Cares is thankfully the company gives us each hours to use. I think it's 24 hours that we get each year where we can go outside of the office and partake in whatever charity that suits you and what your needs are. I know some people love doing charities for animals or boxing food for local community. I mean, Veeam is awesome with giving us those hours to get outside the office and do something good for the community.
And I have a shout out from Elizabeth. She was with us and was a part of this opportunity, and we had just as much of a pleasure
Yeah,
of you getting to join us. So, for Veeam Cares, we have an incredible number here. 5,267, and that's as of this week, yesterday.
exactly.
Those are the number of hours that employees have officially taken from our Veeam Cares hours that were given each year. This
Mhm.
isn't just what people do in their free time or if they do anything else outside of these. These are just dedicated hours during working hours that they're able to give back to the
Exactly.
community, which is incredible. And we had 51 events hosted throughout the entire globe.
Oh yeah.
And so we heard, April, you've had a lot of a hand, especially here in the Columbus office. Did you participate in the marathon?
Yes. We did basically we did a lot of in-house stuff as far as the marathon. We did, oh, I'm trying to remember all of them because it's right now they're all mixing together since there's been so much happening lately. We've, like I said, we did the hygiene kits. We've gone out and did the heart walk. We've what else? We're doing the warm tomorrow. I know that shoe boxes were done at some of the locations. And then I know Women in Green are doing a lot of things, and we are currently doing our Toys for Tots.
In addition to anything that you guys have done through the year, if you have recommendations and you want to put them in the chat, April is our ambassador here, and we were even talking about before the stream trying to get something together for like an animal shelter or something else that just new ideas and continuing to do this for the community.
Oh, yeah. So it'd be great to hear some feedback because sometimes I'm trying to think of all of them myself.
Well, we have another number ready, but first, I actually want to try to cut over to the map, and we have an incredible readout here from the different regions. Starting off in the North America side, we have California joined us in the equation outside of our team. Heading over to Europe, we have Hungary, Turkey, Finland, and France joining us. So
Oh,
whether you're there right now or if that's where you're from and your family, it's a great shout out back to everyone at home. South America, so we got
mm.
Brazil and Peru. These are two places on my list to try to get to and reach out to that community. Heading to Africa now. I'm going to need help with this one. We have Kenya and Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Mozambique. Now over in the APAC region, we have India joining us. And I think that's all we have for the map. If you haven't already, go ahead and post now and we'll get you added and light this up a little bit more. Moving on to our next number though. During the year, Veeam has a couple different company events and external facing events. In these events, we usually try to get together money from donations to give out to charities that we think will help benefit the community, whether it's from like a Women Who Code or the Ronald McDonald's House. We even did the Red Cross and Blue Shield, or Red Cross and other areas. Now, there was over 12 different charities that we were able to donate to over 5 different regions. Now, this is incredible when you start to think about it's not just one thing that we've envisioned on my team. We have a huge push for making sure that there's more women in tech. That's where the VMCE with the Empower Her course came from, and we've been super excited to help actually make a difference. Now, just to pull it back a little, I want to highlight not just the entire company, but there's lots of people on my team here at Product Strategy that donate time within and outside of just even Veeam Cares hours. I myself do blood and plasma donations because I had a relative have actually died of cancer, and this
Oh,
does help with their side. I also sit on 2 educational advisory boards because I want to make sure that our education in my local community continues to thrive. We have a Ronald McDonald House by Rick. Now, he doesn't just donate time during his own working hours. What he does is he takes extra time on Fridays and just spends with this community and with these people and listens to their stories. And we get to hear some of those incredible stories coming back. We have Jason on our team. He donates a lot of his time to Boy Scouts and helping a new generation be the best generation and enable them to what they can be. We have Nicola, which is donating her time to local animal shelters in her area, over in Prague. And of course, we have the warm event coming up. Kirsten on our team is donating her time to that with you, April. And a clothing drive for Dress for Success in Phoenix from Emily on my team. And just a shout out to everyone else that is helping with that.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
incredible. I had asked because I couldn't remember everything.
I think we'll have to do a blood drive, something that's in the office this spring.
So I think we have before, and I would like to see
Mhm.
it done again. That is one of the things that I do religiously try to make
Yeah,
sure that I'm helping. If nothing else, you have something to give most of the time.
yeah, yeah.
Now, Veeam It Forward Marathon. This was a push that we did, was it September this year?
September through December 2nd.
So what we did was encouraged people within our company to take extra time to give back to the
Mhm.
season. And they had a couple initiatives I thought would be beneficial to bring forward. And the first one is definitely share your story. When people see other people doing something, it encourages them to take the time to also do those things. If you have stories, again, please post them in here and share with us. If nothing else, in your community, with your family, maybe get engaged with your family this season and go do something together. And you don't have to be in person if you're afraid of doing that type of either commitment or being exposed. They do have virtual volunteering. One of the things I highly recommend, if nothing else, there are mentoring programs out there. And I don't know about you, April, I've had mentors that have been beneficial exponentially
Mhm.
to my career.
Yeah, I've had mentors in the past as well. I have not currently since I've been in Veeam, but it's on my to-do list.
And we can't be mentored unless people are willing to be mentors. And if you
Exactly.
feel you're in a comfortable place or you have something to pass on, sign up. There's women mentor groups,
Mhm.
there's educational mentor groups, different schools, just anything that you can do. And then, of course, random acts of kindness. I like the idea that you have no idea what someone else is going through for that day, and that might be the one thing that gets them through the rest of their week, that you're able to open a door or hold
Mhm.
something in place, or if you know something looks overwhelming, just a little helping hand here or there. And this last
Exactly.
one is building a community. We do a lot of community building, but April, I'm going to leave this one to you since you are our cultural ambassador and probably have the best advice to add.
Um, to build that community is be proactive and reach out to people and get people to come in. Of course, food always helps with that one, but just building that relationship because I've noticed that we're now becoming Veeam as one, and it's just another family, and we can be there for each other and just do, like I said, just anything that we can to give back to one another or outside of our offices.
Thank you. And
You're
now,
welcome.
this is just a wrap up. I want to say thank you for joining us today or any of the recaps from everyone at Veeam. If you're interested to see any of the things that we're doing as a community as a whole, these are the 3 hashtags that allow you to see everything that we encourage and help in our community.
Exactly.
And again, have a happy holiday and hope
You too.
everyone is safe and stay safe out there.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
In a world of increasing cyber threats and smarter cyber criminals, be radically resilient. Introducing Veeam Data Platform 23H2 Update, built on Zero Trust architecture and with AI-powered threat detection, proactive threat hunting, SIM systems and ServiceNow integration, and Yara content analysis. Plus, Veeam's new Threat Center helps identify risks to your environment in a simple, powerful security scorecard. The Veeam data platform includes backup and recovery, monitoring and analytics, plus recovery orchestration. Learn more at vee.am/what's new and achieve radical resilience.